It's Week 8 of the NFL. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Chiefs and the Express, under the lights, on Monday night.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Antonio Express. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power rankings, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This defense for the Chiefs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Tannehill on first down. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Penny. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The stop by Taven Bryan. No gain on the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And again, it's Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Toney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelce. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Noah Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Off play action, Tannehill. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now the ball comes loose, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's Penny on the counter. Gets past one man. To about the 26 here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. He was defended by Brian Cook.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the fumble recovery had them set up at ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Three yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the 1st down, Chiefs. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back out comes San Antonio.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And they will take over 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Tannehill. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Now Mahomes.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Back out comes San Antonio. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Tannehill.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Tannehill on 1st down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They bring their punter out there now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it's caught.
Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
The extra point is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Josh Allen, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. From there, we head down the turnpike to see what's happening with the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. And they were winners in...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Mahomes looks to throw on third down.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. To throw again on second down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Mahomes. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter. Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points? They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a San Antonio.
Penny up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. First target, first catch, and a first down. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. Inside handoff, Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Haskins now on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Tannehill.
3.
They set up the screen to Penny. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second half deficit. And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession. The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right? I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38.
Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a gain of 8.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tannehill.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A handoff to Penny, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the draw, this is Penny. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room, maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 35 on second down, Tannehill. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Penny on the toss right. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Tannehill now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 right at the 30. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Kansas City,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.